We
All
good to
right.
go.
All right.
All right, and start.
All right. Welcome to Hoshido Podcast 4. This is your host, Okami, Rin, and Goku, and Gemini, and Falcon. So, this is going to be a very interesting topics at hand we have here. Um, so, let's get right into it. So, this is going to be a question. I don't know if it's a controversial question, but what is a high value man?
Does anyone know this?
No.
Wait, I got the answer to that. Basically, high value man,
Don't
but
just describe yourself. I swear to God.
Yeah. I'm done.
I think I'm gonna say I don't know, mostly because we're all men. We don't really know what is a high value man unless we go into a have a woman's
All right. Well, let's
you
hear what
know
Falcon has to say since he knows Falcon.
what I was gonna say is that we have to go by the female mate selection process, as a high value female is determined by the male mate selection process. And from my observation, the female mate selection process highly values high social status along with high material wealth.
Do you guys agree with that?
I
Well, not really.
I
Not really.
Okay, so what do you disagree with what he said?
I
You don't
would
need it. Sorry, go ahead.
I okay so which one of you guys want to speak first?
Oh no, I don't.
You don't disagree
No,
with what Falcon's saying?
no, not typically.
Okay, Goku, what do you want to say?
I also don't disagree. It's a
Uh,
but the one thing I don't like they is really a salary is like around 20 to 60,000. I don't get that as being like a high value
I feel
man.
like 20 is definitely on the lower end this
Yeah, I
time
feel
around.
like 20 is like
Yeah,
really
45K,
low.
your US average, I believe.
uh, okay, so Okami, you got anything you want to add?
To what a high value man is.
Yeah,
Well, it was a question that was brought on with other individuals from other podcasts, and it's a term that I'm now hearing more frequently used. Uh, I don't know if I can say I agree or disagree with Falcon. I don't think I'm disagreeing with him. Uh, because like a high value man is what you yourself define it as. I suppose.
Yeah, like a
y-
mindset, right?
Yeah, I think that's more of a mindset
yeah.
thing.
I can agree with that more. Where I feel like it's something more in the middle. If we go by what let's say a stereotypical kind of woman, right, or a materialistic type of woman, uh, that, and I hate to bring these guys up, but the Pinky and Stinky podcast, Fresh and Fit, right? Um, Sadly, the type of women that they bring on their show, they're usually like materialistic. They usually feel like that they can get any guy they want in the room, kind of thing, and they are very like, oh well, he has to drive, he has to have this kind of salary, he has to look good, and that to them, etc., etc., and that to them is what defines in their mind is a high value man. Now, to a man, what makes them high value?
What
It
they provide,
exactly
the
what
the
they
benefits,
provide.
the benefits they bring to the relationship. That's where the value comes from.
Yeah. So a set of skills that you have,
Which
maybe
isn't
salary.
always material.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what my point was going to be. It's
I
not always
mean, I
materialistic.
guess this will be controversial to say, but I guess sex is included in that too.
Yes.
Uh yes,
Yeah,
intimacy is definitely uh big part. I was gonna say of relationships, but it's not the main part of relationships.
It's just one of the components.
Yeah. So like, if a woman wants to like test drive the car before she buys it, kind of thing.
You want to get to that reference?
You know,
Finds out car got no gas.
and guys also go have that reference too
Okay.
with women. Um, I feel I don't know. I think casually dating's fine, but if you want to make that serious commitment, then yeah,
You have to go full
the
9 yards.
the value of that person is definitely what you see the value in that person, and also yourself, basically. If it's not going to be a high value kind of relationship, and you're fine with just not being materialistic or anything like that, that's completely fine.
May I say something?
Yeah,
This is
sure.
very-
Yeah.
So it pretty much what it is. It literally depends on the person themselves. Just literally what it is.
Yeah.
It's what they see in it's what they see in a relationship, how they want to be in a relationship with the person. So it literally depends on uh male or female if you get it can go both ways. So we don't know.
Yeah.
But what you guys said is not wrong though. It's all part of it. But it just depends on the value of the person seeking in a man.
Hmm.
That's what it all comes down to.
All right. I feel like, we satisfied that question.
Yeah.
We can go on to the next, which is, should we continue with traditional relationships?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's find.
Define.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
say define traditional. Let's go. Let's first define
Hmm.
traditional.
Okay, so what is traditional? I guess
Mhm.
the traditional, dating norm of like, back then compared to now. Like what do you guys remember of
The male
the
leadership role and the female support role.
there we go, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Uh,
um.
you go ahead, Didi.
Well, I don't know if it's still a traditional, but it kind of is a traditional. Apparently, literally no sex before getting married. That's usually the like
Yeah,
one of the
that
ones
that's
right
that's
there.
uh that's
I
a hardcore traditional.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's called
that's
the golden rule. Yeah.
yes, I definitely agree with that, and that's something that obviously the generation now completely fails, completely and utterly fail. So
There are still some people who believe
of
in that.
course, yeah, of course, but I feel like the generation now I'm talking about, like the now,
Oh, yeah,
they
the
Oh
now
yeah.
generation is
like
like
yeah, that's
without
gone.
virtue and all.
What was that? No, what was that you said?
How about immediate pleasure and pleasure now?
You're saying it's basically I want
I,
pleasure and I need it now, kind of.
Immediate
Yeah,
pleasure.
that's
Yeah.
our culture.
immediate pleasure. That sounds about
Why?
right.
Why wait till marriage if you can just do it?
I
Yeah, but I feel like there are people that only focus on the pleasure, and that is kind of hedonistic, but there's
well,
also
I know
there's
you go.
like
Sorry.
there are people that don't just care about the pleasure. It's also about the pleasure and the passion that goes into it.
Well, John, I just wanted to just add to that. What we call that for only just a pleasure is friends with benefits. So,
I
Uh,
can never see entering a relationship with a friend. I'm sorry.
I I think friends with benefits, uh, there can be a lot of different things that happen, because I mean, like, sometimes they can just stay platonic, and then sometimes, or I actually want to say most of the time, I'll say like it's a 50-50 kind of thing. Sometimes they can just stay platonic, but then some of the
If you're
time,
talking about friends with benefits, like, are you talking more in terms of like sexual activity with your friend?
yes, yes,
Okay,
more in
so
that terms.
okay,
Isn't
I mean,
platonic not sexual, or is it just
yeah,
not emotional?
This is not
I
emotional.
think platonic is non-sexual but opposite
Platon,
sex.
platon, no. Platonic just means that you're not in a relationship with that person. It doesn't mean that if you're, it doesn't have to do with gender or anything. Um,
no, but I think if you're platonic, you're not doing real, sexual acts with said individual or
Yes.
whatever that person you consider.
no, no,
No, that's no. It could be
platonic
platonic.
You know
just
what? Hold on,
just
hold on.
means
Let's push
that
that up. Let's bring that up. Define platonic. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's a way to say it.
A platonic relationship is one with no romantic or sexual features.
So it can be what do you call? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's not sexual, so you can't really say platonic, right?
But it means more than
okay.
just friends.
Well,
It's like in the
what
middle.
what I'm trying to say here is that you can still be friends without the romantic part, right? I
Mm,
guess not platonic. Like platonic is just having, you know, the friends part, right? When you put the with benefits and adding sex and the companionship, um, I feel like that 50-50 it goes because we don't have statistics on these kind of things. We probably do, but I'm not going to be the one fucking looking it up. That takes time. So,
I
um,
mean, I know that that's going to be a little bit of a question later on, but like, just to get a head start on it, I guess. Um, Personally, me, I don't believe in the whole friends with benefits thing. I think a lot
uh,
can go. I like personally, I think a lot can go wrong with that.
That would be awkward if they start dating out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna leave
I
you,
There's,
depressed.
yeah, it always happens.
Does it,
it
Goku?
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Wow,
I don't
sounds
that's
like
a,
experiences going on there.
yeah, there's a
Every TV show
so
always has
so
the
everyone
cartoon character
always
friends
falls in
dating.
love. Everyone always gets jealous. There's always something that
I'm
Exactly.
jealous
it's
of
gonna
Goku.
happen. It's gonna happen. Even
I
if
don't
you
think
don't
it
only see him
always
once, well,
happens.
even if for instance like a once a month or something, there's still the connection.
But okay, so yes, what because when you have sex with emotion, right? If there's not that immediate cutoff and you're still going to be texting this person and everything, uh, and there's not that cutoff or you don't know how to cut off, there is going to be an emotional connection there. Um,
Right, but like,
what
there's also that emotional disconnect too. Like, what if that friend with benefit decides to, date someone and
what get
stop
in a
considering?
relationship?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about a
Uh,
friend with benefit.
yeah, no, I know, I know. I'm just saying, like, so that depends on the that depends on the situation. So if you and this person are exclusively friends with benefits, you guys already laid out the rules and all this what whatnot, and it's only supposed to be until you or them find another person to date, then you should be fine with it.
Hold on, we have Trini with us, and she has a comment to that.
But it doesn't stop emotions. Like what Goku said, you can still make up rules and you can still have feelings because
Yep.
things happen. Even though
No, I
you
know
know
that.
logically you're supposed to not be with this person in a romantic sense, they're gonna they're gonna have these emotions that kicks in and say, "I want to be with them," and it makes
Exactly.
But that is not. So if someone falls out of that in a friends with benefits situation, because again, I said 50-50, that sometimes things may lead to a relationship, sometimes things may not lead to a relationship, and sometimes they can just stay friends and decide to fuck around until they get into an actual relationship and still be friends then. So it all depends on the situation, really. Uh but at that point, if you're having feelings for a person while you're in a, you know, the person you're having this thing with, and they, for a lack of a better term, move on to somebody else, that's their prerogative. You have no control over that. You cannot make this person fall in love with you, and you have to realize that. It's going to be hard, it's going to hurt, but you're you're
You're
going to be
absolutely right. It'll be
wasting
hard and it'll
energy.
be hurt, but why put yourself in that in the first place?
Well, most people with friends with benefits usually put themselves in those positions because they're lonely and they want companionship, and they see themselves in another person who's also looking for the same kind of thing.
Right, but
They
you know
don't
what?
they
I
don't
have an
know
idea.
what's going to
I
they
have an
don't know
idea.
what's going to happen in the future, but when that future comes, they need to be ready for whatever's going to happen.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Goku, I don't know if you can find it, but can you pull up the stats on how often does friends with benefits positively work out?
How do you even find that?
Oh, I
I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet.
I've
I'd be
never
I
surprised
heard
if
of
someone
like
does a study like, oh, how many of you
Yeah,
have
there's gotta be. Let's see.
No, no,
a survey
there's
where
definitely a study on
wait,
that.
wait, wait,
I
wait,
don't know, that's
wait,
a very
wait,
I don't know.
wait. I never said that they work out.
Right, but like I just want to see if they work out. I want to see like I want to see like a stat.
I would say a small percentage maybe work out because again, they people like who get into friends with benefits in the first place, they see themselves in the other person who's, they're going through the same thing. So that's why they end up in that kind of situation together in the first place.
Okay. Let's see. Studies suggest friends with benefits relationships work out best for those hoping to transition to friendship. This was done in a study of 48 people, or
That ooh.
48% of subjects
Oh,
actually
okay.
would actually stay the same, while a quarter of them hope to turn into a romantic relationship, which we were just talking about. It's a small percentage at the end that
Oh,
actually
so
mess it up, that want an actual relationship afterwards. So around 10 months later is what they did. They took a follow-up survey which questions on how their FWBR had evolved. The research found that these relationships evolved as subjects had hoped. Subjects reported desire for how the friends with benefits would change only match the outcome of the relationship. Measured 10 months later, 17% of the time.
17% mean.
Only 15% of them actually wanted a romantic relationship afterwards.
Trini asked, "What does the 17% mean?"
That's the outcome of the relationship. So they're saying they're saying 17% after 10 months if it would change. They did a follow up to see if it actually changed from if they still wanted the relationship. like wanted an actual romantic relationship. So yeah, that was after 10 months. So the beginning, only 12%, no, 25% actually wanted a relationship in the beginning, and then after 10 months of dealing with it, I guess it dropped down to 17%.
I don't know
I
if
don't.
friends with benefits is like a healthy thing.
It doesn't
No, it's
seem
not.
like it.
It
What?
really does not seem like a healthy thing to do.
Well, are you
No, it's
asking if?
you're. I guess speaking from experience, you're never really happy. Like you're happy for that moment or whatever, but then you're still, if you don't have like a full on relationship, you can't. You want to contact them, you want to text them. He's like, oh, but you can't because they're probably doing stuff with their other friends with benefit.
Right, and
Yeah,
you
but
know, all in all, it just sounds like you're only in it for the hit it and quit it thing, where
Mm-hmm.
you're just there for the sex, not really for the person. So it's like the beneficial part is that both of you are gaining the sex part without, the benefit of, being emotionally attached to each other. And I just think that's just an unhealthy thing because again, like
but
there's so much drama and issue that will happen when, what let's say like I was saying before, like if that friend with benefit decides to stop doing things with you and move on to the next person, you can't just tell the other person just accept it or just deal with it kind of thing. That's a little sad.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
well,
you kind of get set up as that's part of like a routine for you, and now this routine is gone.
um, so I was going to say, like, depending on the situation of the friends with benefits, whether it is just friends or whether these people want to turn it into something romantic, and maybe they have a falling out or something. Yeah, the falling out is definitely going to be the worst case scenario where one person finds another person to date and they actually have feelings for and they don't have feelings for the person they literally kind of shared a codependency with, um which is always going to be the hardest because the other person who also shared that codependency is going to feel absolutely crushed. They're going to have abandonment issues. They're going to have a specific kind of trauma because it's like you were that person's support system and now you're not there anymore.
Right, but then
Um,
you're just adding on to my point I was making. Like, why?
no,
Well,
yeah, I'm not taking away from it or anything.
right, but like just what I'm saying. Like, here's the question for that then. Like, why put yourself in that in the first place, and why would that benefit you
Well,
besides the sex?
rarely are people actually thinking of the long-term effects. They're just taking in the short term.
Yeah,
Okay, so what you're saying is this is just more of a temporary solution.
yes.
Mm.
Uh,
So then,
because
like, it
a
goes to
lot
what I was saying. It's just an unhealthy concept to do.
a lot of people don't really look at the long-term effects until it's too late, and even the short-term effects, while they can help, um, for the short while, you have the companionship, you have the intimacy, but nothing would come of that unless you became something romantic. Um, s- and you don't know if this person has other people they fuck around with unless they're god honest to being truthful with you. So like, yeah, I I would say I'm against it too, but it's just, I would say it's something that people use to cope with things, if that makes sense.
Well, it makes sense with what you're saying. I just, there's nothing more I can really say besides I think it's really unhealthy to do.
You disapprove.
Which is fair.
I guess, like, if, there are people out there that believe that is for them, to each their own.
I believe in it.
Oh my god.
Of course you do. You were just saying, yeah, okay.
Goku's a pimp.
But I don't know.
wish.
Like I think it's just like it just creates a sad story for both sides. Like I'm sure
Oh
there's an
yeah,
anime.
definitely.
There's some kind of anime out there that covers this, but
And you lose a really good friend too.
oh my, yeah, you
Oh,
do.
at the end, yes.
They're
There's always that when you're going into it. You kind of
Yeah, and
expect
that goes
that this is possibly going to happen.
yeah, and that goes into the question, like, where does this benefit you in the end? Like, you're asking for a temporary
Oh, in
solution.
the end, probably not. But you got to have sex a few
I mean,
times.
some of them probably turn into real relationships.
That's more than enough benefit for a number.
yeah, some of them, yeah, probably do,
So
but
yeah,
not not
like
all of them.
again, like what I'm saying, to each their own. I mean, I'm sure there's the very few percentage that Goku was just talking about that
Yeah,
do make it into a relationship. Hats off to them.
yeah, and not all of them do turn into romantic or anything. Some do just keep them short and have the whole hit it and quit it kind of thing. Um, but yeah, again, to like you were saying, like everybody has their own preference, each their own kind of thing. It's
Well, this will
what it
go
is.
into another question, and it's a bonus question that's starting early.
Ooh.
Right. So here's the bonus question: do you think you can form a real relationship with someone from an MMORPG?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes. I have friends that did, and yeah,
that's very
and
interesting. All right. Well,
they're married and everything. I was happy. Like I loved them. They're
RuneScape
great.
marriages were a thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
there are in-game marriages. Yeah.
Yeah, there are people who play WoW and Final Fantasy who've gotten married.
Why? I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
Lucky bastards.
It's like why?
I would say definitely. It depends on the transparency of both people and how well they get along, and
Yeah, honesty
just
is very important.
uh yeah. But
I mean, that's
it,
technically just another way of, like, virtual dating. I mean, what difference would it
yeah,
make to someone from Tinder?
Thankfully, in the modern day, you can just video chat.
Yep. Now you spend a lot more time together though. Whether it's I mean it is online, but still.
Or if I could
Yeah,
find a
well,
girl who
they're
plays
just
the
running
same video
around
game
in the
as me,
world
Right.
slaying
that'd
an
be
orc.
solid.
Yeah.
if it is an MMORPG, you can get to know where they're from, how old they are, so like I don't know who said it, but yeah, it is a kind of virtual dating thing if you get to that point with that person. But again, you have to really hope that they're transparent with you, and you would hope to God that they're on the same continent as you are.
Oh, someone's
Because
afraid to fly to Iceland and meet their EVE Online waifu, apparently.
I don't have any Eve Online waifu.
I wish I had a waifu.
Keep
Oh
wishing.
my
It
god.
won't happen, but you can keep wishing.
I would like to
You gotta
have
wish first before you actualize.
I
All
would
right,
like to
guys.
have a big titty goth girlfriend waifu, yes.
All right, we're gonna go right into our next question. Question number 3: is sharing porn with someone else while in a relationship considered cheating?
Ooh,
Wait,
good
wait, wait, wait.
question.
Wait, what do
Uh,
you mean sharing porn?
yeah.
Sharing.
And with someone, exactly. Like, would
Like,
it be with a guy friend? Like, to show like, hey, look at this porn star. Like, they're cool.
There's another added question on there, but I want to hear you guys answer the main question.
well, what do you mean by sharing porn?
As
You
it
mean both of
stands,
you
sharing,
watching porn together? Is that what you mean?
yes, that would be considered sharing. Yes,
Okay,
So,
okay, now
watching
wait.
porn with someone other than your significant other?
yes.
And
Okay, wait.
what's the question again about that?
Is that cheating?
Would it be considered cheating?
Would it
Is
be
that
considered
cheating?
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay, wait. Question.
not in the most literal sense of cheating.
Oh, you'd get
But
your ass kicked for
th-
doing that anyway.
I do believe that there's like in a relationship, there's a bit of a social contract of things that you don't do with other people. I think that would be a part of it.
Wait. I have a question. Okay, so this person that you're apparently sharing or watching the porn with, are they a woman or a guy?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a general question.
Okay, so the only reason I'm asking that is because back in high school, when I would hang out with my friends a lot, they would show me random porn clips and shit, and I was in a relationship at the time. I didn't consider that cheating at all.
Oh, if you mean
Like,
in that sense. Okay, I thought you meant like. Well, I thought the question was like, oh, you and someone else who's not your significant other, sit down to watch like Lemon Sluts or something.
No, I did mean what you thought.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I think that's a bit much.
yeah,
It's
like
also
if
very.
me,
I think it's very.
yeah, like if me and a guy friend are going to watch a porn together, I would think that would
Hey.
be kind of
Oh
weird.
no! Oh no! Here comes the comments.
Uh,
Here comes the
uh,
comments. Well, you done did it now.
they already think I'm gay. It's fine. I don't care. Uh, I'm just saying. I'm just
New
saying.
house party with the bros.
If me and a guy are like, see, because it's not like the 90s or 80s anymore, where you'd be like, oh, I'm renting this movie. Let's all watch this porno and have some beers. It's not like that era anymore. So like, I think it would be kind of weird to just like have one guy or however many guys and watch a fucking porno
Yeah, people
online.
nowadays don't socialize like they used to.
Um, and if it was now it would be worse if it was a female. It would definitely be worse if it was a female. Who was not your significant other. And now think of those two instances and the person is bi or pan. That would definitely be a lot worse. Do I think it's cheating? I would think it would be a lot more awkward with the guy. I would think it would be
What if it's a
close
girl?
to cheating with the female. I think it would be very close to cheating with the female because then you have doors and windows opening to sexual interactions happening.
So, would it be cheating?
I would say no, but still like probably enough.
I
Yeah,
would say it's cheating.
yeah, I would say it's not cheating, but it's very close to cheating.
It's close to cheating.
Wait, if you
Yes.
tell them about it, your significant
Uh,
other, is that considered
if
cheating then?
It's
well,
only
see
cheating if
it.
they're not into it.
See, if they're
Well,
not
see, yeah,
into
I
it.
was gonna say. I was gonna say if you invite your significant other and like all three of you watch the porn together, that's not cheating.
Yeah, if they say no,
I
then
mean,
they're
I think
lost.
that's a little weird, but I guess.
I wouldn't mind it. Like if it was a girl and another girl and we're like watching the porn together, I'd be cool with that. But
Of course you would.
This guy.
but I'm just saying. But like you know, uh there's this thing that is is called emotional cheating. Now, apparently if you don't tell your partner that you did something like that and they find it out, then apparently you cheated on them emotionally.
What?
Yes.
Falcon, you have a comment to that, Falcon?
Falcon.
It sounded like he was confused.
Thought that was
Falcon, are you
Goku.
confused with that?
You're also confused with that?
Me? No, I was asking if Falcon's confused with it.
Falcon, are you okay? Are you broken?
Yeah, you might have broke him.
Hey,
Probably
re-explain
sucking
emotional cheating again.
at Valorant.
Oh, no, there he is. He said re-explain emotional cheating again.
Explain emotional cheating to you? Okay, so if you confide in or try do different activities with somebody who is of the opposite sex with you,
Like going to the movies with a friend.
yeah, even if it is a friend, and you don't tell your significant other about it, and they find out about it, some way or form, that is apparently emotional cheating.
So what do you have to say to that?
It's a new term. I found about it like a few years ago, honestly. So
Falcon, what do you think?
I just think we're creating terms on terms on terms.
I would agree. I'll agree.
Like if I want to go to a movie with my friend, like that's not really cheating.
okay, but what about in this scenario here?
All right, what's the scenario
Watching
again?
the scenario is watching porn with someone in the same room as you, and they're not your significant other.
Oh, that's just direct cheating.
So
That's
if it is a female,
That's straight up
and you're
cheating. That's
and
like,
and if your significant other doesn't know about it,
even if she doesn't know, that's cheating. That's the activity that's being taken.
okay, now what if your significant other does know about it?
It's cheating, but now she know and you in the red.
Yeah.
What?
He's- I agree with him on
You're
this one.
absolutely in the right
I
there,
actually
yeah.
do agree with Falcon.
It almost
No,
sounds
no,
like
no,
it's like,
no.
hey, I'm gonna go to the movies with my my friend
That's actually good answer.
Janet.
You lose
Is that
the right
okay?
to go to the movies with any friend. Now you gotta tell her everything.
I just hear her saying,
that's just,
"Yeah,
like, trust
fine.
issues right
Do
there you
whatever
just
you
created.
want. Do whatever you want."
No,
That's fine.
I'm confused about that because like what if you tell your significant other that you're going to watch this like, but what if she's okay with it? Like cuz not every woman's the same.
True, there are people with different cultures, social cultures. So she's okay with watching a adult film with a female friend.
Yes.
Would I would not enter that type of relationship. I might leave her if I hear that.
What why?
I think it depends on the movie too.
Because I want a partner who has the same social culture as me. If her social culture is more like where love is more open and not as 1-to-1, but it's like 1 to 1.5, I'm like half another person in the relationship. Even if it benefits me, I'm like, no.
Uh
It's my philosophy.
huh. Okay. That's interesting to me, but okay.
That was a pretty interesting response, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're just like, oh yeah, you can go sleep with my hot sister. I really don't care. I kind of owe her like 5,000. This will get me free. I'm like, oh,
No. That is completely different.
Yeah, that's.
maintain the purity of the relationship or save your girl from 5,000.
All right, well, this goes into the other question. Ready for it, guys?
Oh no, here
Yeah.
we go.
Is flirting with friends while in a relationship considered cheating?
Oh
Yes.
crap! Yes,
Yeah.
because flirting, like if I flirt with somebody, I'm not just flirting.
Yeah,
I'm,
if you're
I'm-
flirting, you're trying to create like a
Trying-
pathway,
trying to get
like
the
a safe route
pathway.
just in case this relationship don't go well. I'm like,
Okay, I have a question.
It's
So
not flirting if you
what-
don't know you're doing it.
yes, exactly.
So I have a question. What
Bunch of
if
scumbags here on this podcast?
No. If you don't know you're doing it, it's not really flirting. Because
Yeah,
the way
that
I
could
used
just
to
be
talk
your-
with my
you don't-
female friend, might
it's
have
like
come
your
off as flirting, so I
personality.
have to like
Oh
sometimes
my
tell them
god.
I'm not flirting.
Okay. I have a question. So what if your significant other doesn't know that she's flirting, but at the same time, if other people are flirting with her, she's completely fine with it?
Well, then I beat their ass and not her.
Or are you still like going like
Oh
a
well,
fight
no,
club right now?
but why?
Wait, what
But
do you
why?
mean not her? As if you would have beat her ass if it was the other
Oh
way
no,
around.
no, no, no,
Hey, that's a whole different thing.
no, wait. So you would beat them up for flirting with her, but you wouldn't be upset with her if she's not offended by their flirting?
Mm,
No, I think he would be upset. I don't think that's
yeah.
what he was trying to say.
Nah.
He would be upset. It's just, you know, it's just that unbelievable state that she allowed the flirting to continue with her.
And
And
the
she
person
knows it's
flirting.
flirting
Well,
with her.
see, the only reason I'm asking that is because some women don't mind other guys flirting because they're just like, well, yeah, I am beautiful, so
Well,
like
then she
I
doesn't
appreciate the
deserve.
compliment kind
Then
of
she
thing.
doesn't deserve to be in the relationship, I guess.
Um, that's the only thing I was getting at, like, because some women are just like, I don't care how you flirt with me. I know I'm beautiful, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
think it's mostly on the person. Like, I don't mind if they're flirting with somebody as long as nothing happens from it. It's just like a way, like, you can flirt to get a free cup of coffee.
that
If she
that's interesting.
she does that, well, shoot, go for it and get it. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
what if they flirted to get out of a speeding ticket?
ooh,
So, are you
my
saying that
girl.
flirting is
I'm not
like?
gonna blame him for that to get out of a speeding
It's
ticket.
like
So
my girl.
are you making flirting more in terms of like it's like a simple handshake gesture?
Who, me?
Yeah, because that's what it seems like.
No. I mean, like the guy across the bar is giving her those kind of eyes. She's not really giving the sign language back, so that to show that she's not interested in it. She's kind of like showing that, yeah, I'm beautiful, I'm hot. She's kind of like signaling back at the guy. You know that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's
Uh, Now, what I mean by flirting to get out of a speeding ticket, I mean like it kind of goes into the same thing where, let's say, a pizza delivery guy shows up at the door, and this woman is so into herself, right? She's just like, oh, I don't have any money.
She got lost in the vibe.
What if I pay you some other way? And the pizza delivery guy is just like, what other way? Do you mean like you have a card? Like we don't have to pay. You don't have to pay cash. You can pay with card. And she's just like, no, I mean paying some other way. It's like that kind of stuff.
Don't they track how
Um,
much money is used in the pizza delivery thing nowadays? So wouldn't that be hard for them to get away with?
I believe so. But you understand what I'm getting at, right? Like,
Yeah, I
because
get it. But I can explain to boss you down
I,
$14 on the pizza delivery.
I'm not talking bad about women. It's just there are some women
Promiscuous women?
who say what?
Promiscuous. I think that's what the activity is called.
Yes, there are some promiscuous women who they may not realize that they're flirting, or they don't take flirting too seriously when it comes to other guys, and if they are in relationships. Um, Now, if it's the guy flirting with the friend, um, and they're in a relationship, and I mean, like, and the girl doesn't take offense to other females flirting with him, uh, and they're just like, oh yeah, I know my man's beautiful, I know my man's handsome, like that kind of thing. Like, I still think that's kind of
There's a sub question to this topic at hand. Can friends flirt with each other?
Intentionally, no.
Yeah.
I think on a completely fuck around basis, where like nothing serious is happening. Yeah, sure.
Anyone else want to add to that?
I'm good.
Pretty much is the same as Gemini. Just with other friends, just jokingly, just sure.
Like I don't feel like I have to add anything to like as I was saying before, where we read out the definition of platonic. Like if you're doing it in a platonic way, completely cool. If you're trying to make it into a more romantic way, I think it's easier to discern that, if someone's trying to flirt romantically with you than it just being fucking around.
Yep.
But then again, friends do make great practice for social conversations.
Practice. So that's what you've been doing.
What do you mean doing? No. I just am very honest. If I say you
Shame.
look good in that dress, I'm not trying to flirt with you. I just really think that is a nice dress and you wear it well. My direct honesty sometimes is mistaken for flirting. So I basically, whenever I meet a new female friend, I just
Okay.
automatically tell them I don't flirt. I'm just like
So
straight up. Like,
here's the hypothetical scenario. So if you flirt with friends, right? What if one of those friends that you flirt with develop feelings for you? What would you do?
I don't intentionally flirt, friend. I do
I'd be
understand how the
honest.
utility.
I'd be honest because I don't want to lead any people on.
Would you continue jokingly flirt with said friend?
Nah, that would be weird at that point.
No, I would stop.
Nope.
I would stop if they see, like, it would be different if I developed feelings for them and they had feelings for me, because then obviously something could bloom from that, right? But if it was only one-sided and they had only feelings for me and I didn't have any feelings for them, then I would be like, okay, no, then this has to stop. I obviously can't just jokingly flirt with you anymore
The
if you're
meme, I
going
don't want to play
to
with you
read it the
anymore.
wrong way.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
No, just you understand what I'm saying. Like if you're going to take it the wrong way, I can't like jokingly flirt with you or anything like that anymore.
Right, but I think that goes along with saying that wouldn't it be playing the Russian roulette if that were to happen? Because I think there's a small statistic on that actually.
Well, what you can do is that you pick the friend you know definitely doesn't like you and just flirt with them. If you're gonna
Okay,
do it.
Falcon, buddy. What I want to ask you, right, is you said that it was practice for social.
So if you were to do it, I
Uh,
understand the utility of it being that social practice thing. If you choose a
okay,
friend
no,
you
but
know won't catch feelings, you don't have to worry.
okay, no, but what I want to say to you is like, what is your practice flirting, right? If it was with a friend that wouldn't catch feelings, like, would you literally go up behind a woman and be like, "Damn, that booty looks good in that sundress"? Like, what what kind
Yeah,
of?
he wouldn't.
Wait, is that flirting?
Compliment the hair.
Yes,
Like
that
a
is
designer
flirting.
style.
Damn, I've been flirting for a long time then.
Goku got that automatic riz. He didn't even know it.
Oh wow.
Um, but yeah, I can understand Ukami what you're saying with like, at that point you're playing Russian roulette because if it's a person of the opposite sex or same
Because like,
sex or
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so
right
whatever
there.
preference.
let me
Oh,
put it
my
this
bad. I
way:
didn't
when
know
you're
we got it
flirting
like
with
that.
someone, you're flirting
I
for
got
a
lost in the
reason.
sauce.
Wait,
The red
wait,
sauce. That takes my health away.
when
Oh
you're
God, no, my health.
wait, hold on,
Excuse me.
hold on. When you're flirting with someone, isn't it that you're flirting for a reason?
Uh, I wouldn't say all the time.
Son of a gun.
I wouldn't say all the time because like because for me that argument is kind of like, oh well, boys tease girls because they obviously like them, when kids tease kids just because, to me at least, just because they're kids. But it's like, um
Oh yeah, the weird ways people express their
Well,
crushes is just
actually,
really.
there was
um
actually a there was like a psychology on that. Like there was like a report that they studied this behavior with kids, especially boys and girls, where the boys would tease the girls a lot or a specific girl a lot, and it does turn out that they would form some kind of crush or some kind of emotion for that girl
He
or
likes
simply
Uh-huh.
Riz,
vice
so he
versa.
just teases her. Bruh.
but
Yeah, I mean that's also a thing.
but as for flirting, uh with whatever preference you have, uh I would say, like, if that person is a friend, I mean, it doesn't always have to be romanticized or anything, because there are friends that you can just fuck around with and just joke like that, and there can be completely platonic
Yeah,
feelings
especially if you have like a lesbian
or
friend. It's like,
whatever.
oh, that kind of got feelings. Pull everything out of the book over here.
Well, yeah, even if it's like lesbian or gay friend, and they're just like, damn, that ass looks tight in them skinny jeans,
Pull
like,
out the Johnny
like,
Bravo lines.
and they're just, they're obviously just joking, because if they know I'm straight, they know that they're not going to have a chance with me, kind of thing. So that's what I mean, like, you know like, to the terms where it's just joking.
All right. Let's go to the next two. Actually, um, this is going to be question 5 and 6 at the same time. Who has it harder when it comes to finding a date? Do women struggle finding dates?
Nope.
No.
I would say, depending,
If you're a
sadly.
woman who can't find a date, I remember that's a bit sus.
Wait, hang on there, Falcon. I'm gonna say
That was a very quick
depending.
response from you.
No, because like there's some guys who would date some really 4s and 5s, while they look like 7, they look like 8 and 9s,
Let's not do the rating. Let's not do the rating.
and I'm like,
Oh my god.
yeah, men will date anything.
Let's not do the rating.
It,
Um,
don't have problems finding dates.
It's about picking who they actually want to go on a date with.
wait. Are you saying men don't
No,
have
women.
problems finding dates? Okay.
Men do have
Yes.
problems.
Women. Yes, women have problem. Women do not have problems
And the
finding
guy 5'2",
dates
you
at
get
all.
Wait, Gemini agrees? What is
Wow.
Yes. Why would I disagree with that? Of course, women don't have problem finding dates.
no.
They
Tall women might have problems though. I'm looking at it.
Why
Tall
would a
women might have
tall
problems.
why would a tall woman have problem finding dates?
Because typically men don't like women that are as tall or taller than them.
Yeah, I don't date women
This
taller
this
than
is
me.
true. We need to get this
They
study
don't
up.
they don't like having an Amazonian goddess.
No.
Nah.
No.
Wow, I'm sorry.
She has to
Wow.
be like drastically taller than me for me to
Dude.
like, yeah, you'd accept it.
If you have to climb, that's extra work.
Why
Go get trying to
why
climb
would,
trees.
why would you want to climb? She can just pick you up. You're good.
Oh no.
Then you're not a man anymore.
It's
Picks
not
you up
about
and then you I'll make like a child.
it's not about masculinity or anything like that.
It
It's
is.
No, it's not.
It's about
Not
how
for
we
you,
feel with our girl.
But
I want to feel like I'm the big man, like I'm the dog, not the chihuahua.
Okay, how tall are you? Falcon, how tall are you?
Highest I measured was 5'10".
You're
But then I
saying
got
you're
super
5'10"?
fat and started slouching a lot.
You just asked how tall you were. I didn't need anything else.
I'm gonna give the height when I was handsome, Lynn. Before it all went
How-
down.
Before it all went down.
Okay,
Sure.
but like, who has
Okay.
it harder when it comes to finding a date? Like,
Men.
Definitely men. What is it? 20%
Yeah.
of men are considered attractive, but 80%
No,
of
no,
women
no.
are.
It was 40%. Women only find 40% of
I'm
men.
not-
Oh, never mind. You're
I'm
right. It was
not-
20.
I'm not gonna
Right?
go by
remember, yeah,
statistics here.
No, they did a
I'm not-
study. Women only found 20% of men
Yep.
to be attractive. 80% as unattractive.
Yep.
But 40%
No,
were average.
40% were average.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something unconventional here. I'm not gonna go by the statistics, because okay, so women usually find the men that are attractive, and this is stereotypical kind of women. The big muscly dudes who look like fucking jocks and
You know, you could just say
uh
fuck boys.
Skip straight to the point.
because
Why? What's wrong
no,
with
no,
describing it? Give the
no, no,
details.
no, because
Six packs you can break bricks with.
there are types that some women
Women
go
naturally
after,
gravitate to.
and they're most it's been mostly now that there's beards have been considered sexy, glasses, guys with tattoos, muscles, things like that. But for some reason, there's also women who are interested in dad bods. So the whole stigma is changing now. It's not all about
I wouldn't
masculinity.
say it's.
I got dad bod, but I need a woman who can encourage me to lose weight. I'm be real with you.
So that's why
That's a good.
I was saying before that like
Trying to live long to
height.
actually play Star Citizen. I can't be down by that. Really.
So you admit it? It's never coming.
It's coming. I just gotta live long
Okay,
enough.
okay. So that's why I was saying before that height and all that other stuff is pretty much trivial when it comes to men looking for women. If
It's not.
yes, it is
Not
because
trivial.
what because okay when women are on dating sites, they are swamped by men. They are swamped
And you're not
completely,
like
and they
5
don't
foot
know,
10 and a
Yes.
half. Just
and
flat.
they don't
Yeah.
know who to trust or which ones are genuine. Now, when it comes to guys on dating sites, it's dry as the fucking Grand Canyon.
So you can get some
And
matches. Just that they're never the matches you want.
you can get some matches, and the thing is I feel that there's more mismatches on
A lot more.
a
Well,
a
what's a
high
mismatch?
percentage of the dating site.
You know what my taste in women
The
are.
reason I'm saying it a mismatch is because a dating site is obviously not going to match you with a person that you see yourself with or they see themselves with. They only go by what you put in your profile and things that say, oh, maybe this person's interesting. And then you get to know that person and then you see that, well, we don't
No.
have that much.
I could think I could say with a fair bit of confidence when it comes for women filtering out, they usually go, start with arbitrary things.
Okay, and to you, what is arbitrary things?
Height.
So to you, would a woman
Like in the same way that most men don't want to date a woman that's taller than them, most women don't want to date a man that's shorter than them.
so a woman who's 5'10" would want
Nah.
would
All right,
want a
if a
guy
woman is
taller
6
than them?
feet, they probably like it is fair to assume